Hello, Ryan. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, Peter. Okay, yeah, just be wait some
Hello,
minutes.
everyone.
If Jerem connecting, joining the meeting, and I read the message from Bobby. She's not able to join the meeting today, and I shared some slides on some topic. Okay, let me share my screen. Okay. Personally, I'd like to talk a bit about architecture, general architecture, and then if Jerem joined the meeting, I'd like to know some update about Snowflake. Yeah, we are working on the um, to publish the marketplace of Snowflake. So about the architecture, I received two documents. One from Ryan, is that one? And just maybe can zoom in. Okay, what clients face today? Get their own Mr. API keys. Okay, Hugging Face token. Configure authentication. It's complex. Manage their own server costs. Handle update and security and set up 2 or 3 hours if they are technical. Yeah, yeah, I did the same last week, and yeah, 2 or 3 hours are a good evaluation. Okay, yeah, tech savvy clients can use AIFAQ. Everyone else give up. Correct. And solution can be multi-tenant software as a service architecture. You can sign up with email using also GitHub or Snowflake. The platform manages all technical stuff, upload documents, and start asking questions. Pay simple monthly fee and setup takes 2 minutes. Anyone can use AIFAQ. Okay, good evaluation. 5 layers, token with your ID, app checks every request, database autofilter, separate storage spaces, folder level isolation. Snowflake model, their secret multiple layers of security that work together. We are using the same approach. Identity layer, you prove who you are. Application layer, every request is tagged with your company ID. Database layer, database automatically filters to show only your data. Storage layer, your files in your folder, their files in their folder. And search layer, the one embedding separated from everyone else. Okay, 5 layers. Level 1, at the door. When you log in, you get a secure token that says this is company ABC. Layer 2, in the hallway, every request you make carries your company ID. Layer 3, a database automatically filter only. Okay, search engine. Uh, I like the idea. Personally, I like the idea. Client experience. Okay,
It's
sign up.
actually the same thing which Snowflake is using. Like, I tried to make some different architecture, but then thought to use the architecture which are like widely used right now. Like
Okay.
Netflix and Snowflake, both of them uses this architecture.
I have a question, Ryan. Yeah, because I like I like it. The question is, shall we implement a POC, proof of concept? Yeah, the for yeah. Personally, I'd like to evaluate this architecture. I'd like to have one example when an user, when he logged in, yeah, he signed in the first time, the system automatically create a database for him and give access to the personal folder where he can upload the file and so on. So I think it's not possible to create the big architecture with all the details in, I don't know, like some weeks, because uh, I'd like to see something at the end of November, if possible. But do you think a proof of concept of this architecture is possible before the end of November?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like I can try because like the same thing I have implemented for that Git mesh one also.
Okay.
Actually, the tenant ID only I have like made a tenant ID and saving data like this only in that.
Yeah. Also, if you are working on the same topic for Git Mesh, I think you can also show results on Gishmesh applied to Gishmesh, Gitmesh. Sorry, it's not mandatory to use the same on AIFAQ, and maybe later we can evaluate to extend the same on AI to the AI FAQ. So,
Actually, the tenant one which I am using for the Git mesh one is using all the stuff. Like I am using Kafka and all. Also, like the other stuff like Nango and OpenSearch and other things. So like it's quite a complicated one because I was making it since like last 2 months.
yeah, yeah,
So yeah, but I can implement a small version in a week or like
yeah, okay, thank you. The idea is not to evaluate the tools at the moment. Is are the cutting edge tools or are older one? No, no problem. The idea is to have one example when one new user sign up in the system, and he receive the system grant the access to the personal folder. The user can, I don't know, like access to the database, and so on. So if you are working on that and can show us something, yeah, I don't know, I see in the end of at the end of November, but if you need some weeks, we can do later. No problem. I'm curious to the result. It's also about yeah. You say 2 minutes. It's not important 2 minutes. Also, if the system needs more than 2 minutes, like I don't know, like 10 minutes, and the later we can add a simple feature when the system is ready. Send an email to the user. I don't know, like after 50 minutes, and then the user can access to the system.
Actually, can I share my screen once?
Yeah, sure, sure, you can.
Yeah. So, wait a minute. Yeah. So, like I was implementing that same stuff which I told the tenant one. This is like this is the whole stuff which I was creating. It would be doing like all the stuff of like invitation acceptance, and after someone did not accept it, then it would decline and hold that stuff only. And like same which I was like telling about that admin dashboard, like a super admin dashboard for the like as this is for Gitmesh, like we can make a super admin dashboard that is just for the members of AIFAQ, like as we have already made in AIFAQ. And through that, I am handling these things on the other server. Like it's on different ports. It's on 9000 port, and this is on 8080. So what happens is like I can see all the access, like who is given what access and everything. And for like some special cases or like a special customer or whatever, so we can do is like we can grant a special access from the admin side also. Like if we want to give some specifically access for some data, so it can be also given easily. So like I was making that stuff only. There was an admin dashboard. There was whole tenant management system for it. Like currently I was working on that stuff. So I can try to make similar thing for AFQ also. Like in a week, like I can make at least a proof of concept in that way.
Yes, sure, but yeah, if you have something in Gitmesh that we can see, I don't know, later in 1 or 2 weeks, we are, yeah, it's good enough before to implement in AI FAQ, because maybe we have some question about the system. So yeah, I think we can if we talk about a proof of concept, it's enough also to see the same in Gitmesh. Okay,
Yeah,
so
actually, like I
this,
was making that same. Okay, I can give this one. In like next week, I can provide the whole thing of this. Like, I am using Redis, Nginx, OpenSearch, Kafka, Temporal, SQS, and like those stuff for like complete, so that it can be easily scalable also for later times.
okay.
So like I was trying with that stuff only. Currently it works, but it's like currently I am not at my college, so I have a lower GPU and CPU one, so it takes a time to load. But on workstation, it generally takes it works faster, so I can
Okay.
show it in next week.
Yeah, okay, perfect. Thank you, Ryan. And can I share your documents on the chat?
Yeah,
Okay, okay, yeah, put document in the chat if someone wants to check it out. Okay, thank you, Ryan. And also, Lochan shared the document. Yeah, I see. It's where is? I see. I'm in the. Let me share my screen. Yeah, that's the Ryan idea. Okay, that's the Lochan document. Okay, yeah, the same. Maybe. Okay, we need to keep signing up simple for clients. At the same time, we have to make sure all their data stays completely separate and secure. Sure. The plan involves setting up a private data warehouse for each client. Every single on one gets their own. We would operate just one main app overall. Still right, when a new client signs up, the system creates their personal locked box for holding all data. They get to use the shared app. The information never mix with anyone else. Okay, how it work? I will break this down into two simple parts. What happens when a client signs up and what happens when they use the app. Okay, first step is sign up. This is how we make installation fast and easy. Client sign up, new client like one gold client ABC. Sign up by providing just an email address and a password. Okay, we build their box on my system and the rest handles the rest in the background. This is one okay. What's the box? Okay, private database, private file storage, their own private AI memory. We make a mapping after setting up the box or system put together a dictionary. This dictionary simply connects client ABC to private box number 123. Okay, part 2 using the app. This is how we keep their data safe every time they use the app. Client login, ask, okay, our system gives the simple digital pass that says, okay. Ask a question, gatekeeping our main app, check list, okay, connect right box. Okay, super secure. It's not just a filter, the data is totally separate places. There is zero chance of a bug letting one client see another date. This is great for big clients who are serious about price. Easy to delete. If a client leaves, we just delete their box. We don't have to carefully pick their data out of the giant shared database. No noise neighbors. If no one client is a power user and asks thousands of questions, they will not show down the app for anyone else. Okay. Cons it could cost more money. Running under teeny separate database on AWS might be more expensive than running one single large database. Okay. We might pay for non-user storage. What if a client sign up uses the app for a day? Okay. Yes. I like also this document. Yeah. At the same time, if you also Loshan, if you want to work on a small proof of concept, yeah, we like to see something. Or if you want to work on also an article to publish um, to a blog like Medium or also Linux Foundation as a blog page. I will share Okay, that's the yeah. I put in the chat. That's the an article from Jacqueline, who was the mentee of last edition. So if you want to write something, also Sumana, if you like to write something on Linux Foundation Decentralized Trust blog, you can. You can start um, sharing us a short, I don't know, summary of or an abstract of the article, and we can share with Linux Foundation, and they yeah, and then we can submit to the blog. And the same if you want to write something on Medium, also you Ryan, you can, if you prefer Medium or both Medium and yeah the same article on Linux Foundation, we can. And yeah, I'd like also to talk with Jerem about the Snowflake project, but before to yeah he's not in the call at the moment. And so the idea is to we have around other 2 weeks. So after you are free, personally, I'd like to be in contact with you and to continue with these projects. Yeah, Ryan, you you should stay because you have also Git mesh in Linux Foundation. So I'm sure you can stay, but also with Lochan and Sumana, personally, I'd like to involve you in the future, the evolution of the project. We decided to move to incubation stage. So in next stage, Linux Foundation will support much more the project, and we have, I think, the prerequisites to move to incubation because we have some pilots installed. Also, we are a new feature that we want to implement, change the architecture, and also we are contributors. So we'll submit our request to the Linux Foundation very soon. And so I'd like to if you to involve you in this next step of the project. And so any question? Personally, I think the last 2 weeks can be nice to have some article in Linux Foundation blog and in Medium, and to see one or more proof of concept or of a multi-tenant application in AIFAQ or in Git mesh or in Snowflake or in every when whatever you want. No, no problem. Any question? You have any question? No question.
So
And
I've got a question for you, Gianluca. So
sure.
Gianluca and I met with Bobby last week, and we were talking about this idea of multi-tenant, and sort of walked away with the that hey, there's a lot of complexity to it, and that this is, you know, 4 to 6 plus months to probably, implement something and on our own, excluding Snowflake. And so, in light of what's these different options that have been shared with you, are you still of the same opinion, or what do you think? Are there other options to get us to multi-tenant to make the sign again, the end goal is to get the sign up process really easy as as Ryan spelled out in his document. So it's not a 3 hour process that requires really technical people and is, a 2 minute sign up. But then I know there's complexity behind that to make sure everything is safe, secure, scalable, affordable. But
Yeah,
I
I
think
think.
it's an opportunity for us to, you know, make it easy, make the orchestration process easy. And this is something I pointed out like a year ago, um, to you, that it might be less about the agents, the features of the agent, and more about just the orchestration, deployment, and hosting aspects.
Yeah, I think so. I think the question is for Ryan that you already touched with your and the multi-tenant. The question is, in your opinion, Ryan, but also Loshan and Sumana, if you want to reply to the question. In your opinion, for to move to production with a multi-tenant application, uh, it's enough 3 or 4 months or less or more, and if you have some details your evaluation.
Actually, what I like saw, like actually I started with the Python stuff. I was coding whole stuff in Python and those stuff. But then like I saw some of the startups and like who were like giving out the production rollouts immediately. So like what I felt was like using JavaScript and TypeScript for all the purpose, like makes the work more easier. So like we can use some more part of AI. So like AI don't make mistake in like that part. So like production can be rolled more faster. Because what I faced in Python was like it has like many versions. Like we have Python 3.10 supporting some stuff and 3.13 supporting some stuff. So like many times there are version issues of different library comes on, and that makes the production more tough. Whereas like in JavaScript and like in TypeScript, there are like many libraries which can help production get ready more quicker then like other stuff. Like then I saw some of the other projects which are using multi-tenant or for distribution purpose. So like I saw that they all use TypeScript for the majority of the purpose, and Python and other languages for like just core modules of like as we are using the AI part. So just for the core AI part, we use Python there, and the whole stuff would be in TypeScript or that stuff so that it can easily be deployed. So I think if we use TypeScript, then the multi-tenant can be done before Jan, like maybe in December or
Okay,
like maybe
so
first 2 weeks.
okay, sorry for interruption, Ryan. So you say we are not. It's not mandatory to use Python. It's just the first MVP in Python. It's comfortable for me, but no problem. So you say if we can have other kind of language like TypeScript and use Python just for the AI part, the hardcore. So that process is it's yeah, it's with Python it's slower. That process can be faster, and maybe you say in December you say like in 1 month.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
what I'm saying is like like personally, my first language is also Python, and I'm been using Python from last 3 years. So Python is like for me, Python is more comfortable. But like then I saw the like pros and cons of Python and those stuff. Also, for the that like as you told that the core, as I told the core module in Python and the other stuff in TypeScript. There is one more issue which comes in like while hosting the server is that if we have two languages and like languages like TypeScript and Python together, then we will need to host two servers in a same server because like both of them require their own servers. So I personally try to convert the Python code also to the TypeScript because like it if we convert whole code in a same language then there would be one server and like no production box would be there. sometimes what happen is like if we like start two servers, maybe one server crashes and we can't find out like which servers is down or like which one is up right now. So if it is possible, then if we convert the whole stuff into TypeScript, if it is possible, then it would be better.
Okay. Yeah, okay. I think it's not Python. It's not mandatory. Maybe yeah, I agree that the core AI it's the best solution for the core AI. It's Python for the other part of the user management and also the document source management. It's we can use TypeScript, no problem, no problem, absolutely. And yeah, and if you are able to show us an no MVP, proof of concept of a multi-tenant with JavaScript, TypeScript, or Python, it's not no problem. Yeah, next week, but also before the end of November, no problem. We can evaluate also to change the programming language. No problem. It's also an opportunity to do the same. Okay, okay.
If we do
Uh,
both, then it would take like around mid-Jan. Like it can be done till mid-Jan.
okay. Yeah, okay. It's yeah, it's not. Maybe if you see if you say December is not mandatory, yeah, we can also do the same in 2 months. No problem. Okay. And any other question? Something related to yeah, maybe we can close here and talk about the article next week, if you agree, and maybe you can start to work on that if you want. Okay.
Like
Yeah.
I
If
saw the
yeah.
total LOC, like I saw the total line of code. It's around 2,500. Like it's 2,750. Out of which 2,000 is the Python language. So like it can be converted.
Okay. Yeah, okay. But also any other kind of evaluation, also technical evaluation, yeah, it's open. So thank you, Ryan. No problem. You can also suggest to use other solution with Python or other architecture. We can talk. No problem. We are in now. In the we are in the position we want to move to incubation. Yeah, at the same time, we also are open to change architecture and also rewrite the code because yeah, at the moment, if if I start now to write the current version, maybe it will take no more 2 or 3 weeks because after 2 years of work of that topic, so no problem to write if needed. Okay, okay. Oh, yeah, lots of Python code. Okay, perfect. And any other question? Or yeah, I see your chart. Yeah, it's very interesting. Like it's yeah, it's like 80% of Python. Okay, and okay, if no question, I think we can close here the meeting 25 minutes before the end, and we will update during this week by Slack channel or next Monday. Thank you everyone. Have a nice week. and see you next Monday. Bye bye.
Bye, Luca. Bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone.